Hey folks, how we doing? It's Mr. Carter here, ready to do math lesson 611 with you today. It's titled Finding Angle Measures as an Additive. So let's begin. All right, our learning target today is this. I understand how to add and subtract to find the unknown angle measures. All right, what's that all mean? Well, let's take a look at our math message here. All right, so it's asking you, or it's telling you down here, that the measure of angle APB, so this angle here, APB, is 17 degrees. Now, the measure of angle BPC, this angle here, is 33 degrees. Now, without using a protractor, find the measure of another angle in the diagram. Well, what is the other angle in the diagram? So I want you to try to figure that out. Pause the video. First of all, find what the other angle is, and then tell me how what the measurement of that other angle is. All right, welcome back. So the other angle that we're talking about here is APC, because you have another angle, a bigger angle, APC right here. That kind of combines the two smaller angles, right? So when we're combining things, we can add things together. So again, so the new angle is APC. And yes, you can add angles together. So that's what we're going to do to find our new measurement. So we got 17 degrees, which is the measurement of APB, and we're going to add that to 33 degrees, which is the angle BPC. When you do add those together, you get 50 degrees. So that's going to be the measurement of our new angle. APC is 50 degrees. All right, so now what's next? Well, we are going to use our knowledge of angle properties and benchmarks to help us with today's lesson. So let's look at this angle here. All right, so we have an angle here with 30 degrees over here, and then we have another angle that we don't know, and we're calling it unknown, and we're calling it A. Well, let's think about this for a second. So we know, well, what is the measurement of a straight angle? Well, we know that a straight angle, so from here to here, is 180 degrees. We talked about this before. So this is 180 degrees. So now how can we find the measurement of angle A in this here example? All right, so before we get into that, I want to give you just a side note here and new vocabulary that when you add the sum of two angles that measure 180 degrees, these are called supplementary angles. So this measurement here, 30 degrees, and A are called supplementary angles because when you add them together, they will equal 180 degrees. That kind of answers our question. So how do we find the measurement of angle A? Well, again, we know that the straight angle is 180 degrees. And let's talk about some number models now that we can use to find the measurement of angle A. Well, we talked about this. 30 plus this unknown of A will equal 180 degrees because if you add them together, as we talked about before, they're supplementary angles, we get 180 degrees. So this could be a number model here. 30 plus unknown A equals 180 degrees. Or what we could do is take 180 degrees, which is the full straight angle here, and take away what we know, which is 30 degrees. And if you take away that 30 degrees, what you're left with is this unknown angle A. Well, regardless, the answer here is 150 degrees, right? So A equals 150 degrees, because when you add 150 and 30, you'll get 180. Or if you go 180, take away 30, you're left with 150. All right, let's do a different angle here. Now we have this angle here, 65 degrees, and we have angle B. Well, and we know that it's a right angle, right? Because we see this little square here in the corner. That tells us that it's a 90 degree or right angle, right? So I just answered the question. What is the measurement of a right angle? Well, we know that it's 90 degrees, right? So again, side note, another vocab word here, complementary angles. So the sum of two angles that measure 90 degrees are called complementary angles. So B and 65, when you add them together, will be 90 degrees. And again, what is a number model we could use to find the measurement of angle A? Well, let's talk about that. So once again, here's our angles, 65 and our unknown b. And the number models could be, and again, we know that it's total of 90 degrees. Well, one, you could go 65 plus b equals 90 degrees. Or what you could do is take the whole bit, which is 90, the whole angle, which is 90 degrees, and take away what we know, which is 65, and then you'll be left with b. Well, in this case, b is 25 degrees, because if you go 65 plus 25, that'll total 90. Or if you go 90, take away 65, you'll be left with 25 degrees. All right, what I need you to do now is go to page 218 in your math journal, and we're going to do one problem together. So pause the video and take a minute to grab your math journal. All right, welcome back. So here's number 1. So it's asking you to find the unknown angle measures in problems 1 through 5, and do not use a protractor. So here's number 1. So it's giving you, as you can see here, a right angle because, again, it's got that square in the corner. It tells us it's 90 degrees. And we got 45 here and our unknown of C. So what is our equation with our unknown? Well, a sample answer could be 90, which is our total. Take away 45 equals C. Or you could have written 45 plus C equals 90. Either one would be correct. And the answer, when we do that, is 45 degrees, okay? All right, so now what I need you to do is take a look at the rest of page 218 and work on the problems by yourself and see how you do. All right, friends, let me know if you have any questions, or let your teacher know if you have any questions. All right, take care.